April from April's Home, and today I thought I would come on here on my channel today and share with you some of my thoughts on my goals for things that I'm not going to be buying in 2020. So I have 10 things that I kind of set out on a list for myself of things that my goal for 2020 is to not buy. So hopefully I can achieve that, and I will go ahead and share with you what those 10 things are. Let me first go ahead and take a sip of my tea here. Today I'm drinking Twinings Irish breakfast tea, one of my favorites, a classic, in this beautiful mug here. This is something that I did recently buy, so it's not on my no buy, even though I really shouldn't buy any more mugs. I have plenty of them, but this one is made in America. It's a beautiful stoneware mug. I really wanted to check this out. So a quick sip of tea, and let's get started. So the first thing on my list of things that I won't be buying in 2020 is stationery. I used to love buying stationery. I would buy it at the Dollar Tree. I would buy it at Target's Dollar Spot. I would buy it in little boutiques, and anywhere I saw cute stationery, I would bring it home. And I ended up having this huge pile of stationery that I rarely, if ever, actually used. So last year I decluttered a bunch of it. I saved a nice little box of thank you note cards and just hello note cards, so I'd have those on hand. And I really only use 1 or 2 kinds of notebooks. My little spiral notebook that you'll often see that I do my meal planning and budgeting in, and occasionally I'll have a little journal, but I have plenty of those. So I definitely don't need to buy any more stationery this year. I have plenty. I could probably even declutter more. So that is one of the rules that I'm kind of giving myself. I don't want to just purchase things to be purchasing them. Just because an item is cute does not mean that I need to bring it home with me. I can enjoy it, I can look at it, oh, what a pretty pattern, oh, what beautiful stationery, but I don't need to bring it home. I have plenty here, and I have plenty to use, so that is the #1 item on my no buy for 2020, no more stationery. Maybe in a year or 2, I'll run out and need to buy more, but this year, I don't need to buy any. Okay, #2 is makeup. In the past, I bought way too much makeup. I love makeup. It's so fun. The colors are pretty. You can tell just if you watch my channel and if you hear the things on my no-buy list, a lot of times I'm drawn to things because they have beautiful colors. I love the artistic ability to play around with colors in makeup and stationery and whatever. I definitely do not need more makeup this year. 9 times out of 10, I reach for my Naked 2 palette to do my makeup look. I have a few very favorite lipsticks and lip glosses that I always grab for, and I have plenty of makeup to last for 2020, with the exception maybe if I don't have enough samples of mascara to last all year. I do change out my mascara quarterly. I might need a sample size one, but I don't even know that I'll need that. So I think I have plenty to last for the whole year. So that is my #2 no buy, makeup. I'm still deciding whether or not I should declutter my makeup. I'm hesitant to do so right now. But if you'd be interested in seeing a 2020 makeup declutter, I've done those in the past. I haven't done it recently. If you'd be interested in seeing that, go ahead and leave that in the comments below. #3 on my list of things not to buy are socks. I love buying cute, little interesting, sort of like novelty socks. Of course, just regular socks, things like that. But when I was going through and organizing my drawers, I realized I had enough socks to last for many years. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't buy novelty socks next year or the year after that if I see some really cute ones, or maybe declutter some in my collection. But for 2020, I don't need to buy any more novelty type socks. I know there's so many cute ones out there and they're really hard to resist, but most of the time I walk around the house with slippers and no socks on, or little tennis shoes or something like that, and I don't need socks nearly as much as I've purchased them. So #3 seems like a silly item, but I don't need to be buying any more socks in 2020. #4 is a big one, and this is probably going to be a more challenging no buy for me in 2020, and that is seasonal decor and new mass market type decor. So I have plenty of seasonal decor. My garage is full to bursting with seasonal decor. I actually really need to declutter more of it. I decluttered a bunch last year. I need to go through and declutter it a little bit more. So as tempting as it's going to be when all the stores come out with their amazingly cute things, I'm not going to buy a bunch of mass-produced seasonal decor. I might allow myself one really special, new piece of decor if I spot something wonderful in the store, but I really want to lean away from mass-produced decor. I have a lot of it already. So I am going to allow myself one thing I am going to buy. I don't like to have all negative. One thing that I would like to buy is decor made from small businesses, maybe made here from a local crafter, things like that. I love attending craft bazaars, so maybe I'll find something there. I'd also like to attempt to thrift decor. So if I need an area that needs sprucing up, before I go and buy something new, I'm gonna look around and see what I have in my stash, and then look at thrift stores, as well as check out maybe some small businesses. We have some wonderful little antique shops in town. Earlier at the beginning of the year, I started kind of touring around some of them and checking out their goodies. They have a lot of really fun things that would be fun to add to the home. But for now, I don't need to buy any more seasonal decor or mass-produced decor. So that's on my no-buy list. That one's gonna be a tough one. I hope I can do it. Another sip of tea here. Number 5 on the list is another toughie. That is mass-produced toys. Number 5, I would like to not buy in 2020 any more mass-produced toys. Now, I will probably still buy the occasional art toy. I'll definitely buy my grandson some wonderful heirloom quality, handmade or high quality made, but not mass-produced toys for his Christmas and birthday coming up. I've been a toy collector all of my adult life. I absolutely love toys. I'm drawn to them, but I'm really trying to stay away from the mass-produced toys. I tend to notice that their packaging is too full of plastics, and there's not a ton of play value there as I kind of study a little bit more and remember some of my initial back to my root thoughts about how children play and the toys that should be in your home. I don't want clutter here for my grandson or my nieces and nephews. I have some wonderful toys already. I have plenty of beautiful things for them to play with, check out, some old things that I think that they'd be interested in checking out. So that's gonna be another tough one for me. Oh, I'm just drawn to the toy section in stores. It's silly, but I've always been like that. Me and my grandma used to go look down the Barbie aisle. She was a big Barbie doll collector, so it kind of gave me the bug of toy collecting and doll collecting and things like that. So 2020, I'm gonna stay away from mass-produced toys and also just extremely limit any toys that I buy. I don't need any more toys here, and I don't want to clutter up my grandson's toy collection right away. He's just a little baby. You can see his little high chair over here for when he comes to family dinner. He can join us all at the table. It's just been an incredible joy being a grandma, so I just really want to honor that by not adding clutter to his life and just enjoying the things that we already have here right now. So number 6. Number 6 won't be as hard. I've been doing a pretty good job of it so far. That is random craft supplies. I love crafting. I love art. I'm a Sunday school teacher, so I'm always trying to come up with new crafts for my classroom and things like that. So oftentimes I will enter a craft store and I'll just buy things that look interesting, like, oh, maybe I need new paints, maybe I need some more stickers or washi tape or a random craft tool or something like that. I have plenty right now. So what I want to do is use through the craft supplies that I currently have, and if I need something specific for a specific project, then I can make a trip to the store or purchase it online and have it sent here so that I can finish an actual craft that I'm currently working on. No more pre-purchasing random craft supplies. So that's number 6 of my no-buy for 2020, random craft supplies. Number 7 is one that I don't have too many of. I definitely have enough of, and that would be serving dishes and kitchen serving type pieces, specifically seasonal. I have plenty. I'd like to use what I have. I don't need to buy more. It's tempting. I love to entertain. I love family dinners, things like that. It's so fun to bring out a new serving dish, but this year I need to focus on what I have, use it up, use it well, and not be tempted by a new, fun, seasonal serving dish. For the most part, I have everything I need in the kitchen, and for the most part, anything in the kitchen is going to either be a low buy, and seasonal and regular serving type dishes are going to be a no buy for 2020. And number 8. Number 8, my family will laugh at this. They'll see if I can do this or not. I love throw blankets and little, woven blankets and just pretty blankets that I see. They often will catch my eye when I'm out shopping, and I will bring them home. And as a result, I have the top of both of my husband and my's closets are full of blankets. We have plenty of blankets. We have a lot of people that come here. We all like to snuggle up in blankets while we're watching TV or chit-chatting or reading a book. It's also nice to have them on hand for when company comes over, to have extra blankets and things like that, but I have plenty. So my no buy for this year is going to be really tough for me because I just have a thing for beautiful blankets. No buy 2020. I'm going to stay away from random throw blankets. I will say, if I come across, I just have to add this in, if I come across some beautiful handmade woven blanket, I might be tempted. But I will try very hard to not add any more throw blankets in 2020. That's going to be a tough one for me. Number 9 should be pretty easy. It's one I've been working on. Number 9 is no buying subscription boxes. I have canceled the majority of the subscription boxes that I was getting. I have a couple little stragglers out there that I need to figure out how to cancel. I am staying away from subscription services right now because even though they're really fun and I love getting packages in the mail, I have found that a lot of times the things in the subscription boxes end up being clutter. They're very fun, but they're not items that I specifically picked out. So even the ones that are very inexpensive, $10 for a bunch of goodies in a box, if you're not using them, it's a waste of the $10. And it adds to the clutter, which causes work later when you're having to declutter stuff. So no more subscription boxes for 2020. And that's just my personal preference, as are all of these. These are my personal goals of things that I'm not going to be buying in 2020. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with subscription boxes. It's just for me, I find that quite a bit of the items in subscription boxes are things I'm not using. And those little $10 subscriptions really add up. 5 of them is $50. That's a lot of money. That's $600 a year. So it was really important to me to kind of get those tiny little purchases that add up over time out of my budget. So for 2020, no more subscription boxes. And then number 10 is also a pretty easy one, although I will be tempted when Christmas rolls around, and that would be wrapping paper. I have 2 big wrapping paper, the tall wrapping paper holders, pretty much full of wrapping paper, and probably some of the longer tubes off to the side sitting on the shelves with my Christmas decor. Again, I love the beautiful patterns. I think they're beautiful. Around Christmas time, I'm often trying to think of a new theme, or I spot something while I'm out and it's an impulse purchase. So this year I'm telling myself, no new wrapping paper. I even have plenty of just brown craft paper. So if I completely ran out, which is highly unlikely, I could get creative with some brown craft paper and make my own wrapping paper. So this year my goal is to use up as much of my wrapping paper stash as possible. Who knows, maybe I can even go 2 years without wrapping paper. But definitely for 2020, no more wrapping paper. So those are the 10 things on my list for 2020. I could probably think of some more things. Overall, I'm trying to be incredibly purposeful about my purchasing. I don't like to just go out and impulse shop, and also online impulse shop. I've been really trying to be thoughtful about the things that I bring into our home, continue working on decluttering the things that we're not using and that are not serving us here, and just being more responsible and frugal with our budget. So just to end on a positive note, here's some of the things that I will be buying in 2020. I would really love to support small businesses. I love the little shops around here. That'll be perfect for Christmas shopping and things like that. I would love to support Etsy crafters, perhaps buy some things from small businesses on eBay. Again, pop into my thrift stores, see what I can find secondhand, jump into those antique stores, see if I can find a fun treasure. That's how I want to do my shopping this year. I want to be purposeful. I want it to be, another thing, I would love things to be not mass produced. As much as possible, I want things that are handcrafted, really well made, high quality items, things that won't just clutter up the houses, things that are not impulse purchases, things that are well thought out and really nicely made. So those are the kind of things that I will be buying. I'm not doing a complete no spend for the year. I think it's fun to go out and hunt for treasures from time to time, but I want to do it responsibly. So that's what my goals are for 2020. So I would love to know your thoughts on things that you can buy less of in 2020 down in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed hearing some of my no-buy goals for 2020. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe for more videos from April's Home. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.